So in this video, I'll rate every hero's state in this current patch and meta. I'll be going pretty in-depth on most heroes and hopefully give you guys some insights on my thoughts on every hero. And remember, this is my personal opinion, so yours might differ. But guys, do me a favor, hit the like button if you want to see more of this type of content, and let's get started. So I have Emo with me right now, but it's gonna be interesting to see what he says compared to me, because we both play in like different ranks and different metas, so...
I'll be more right though, but that's fine.
No, okay, say so. S is pretty much what I think is OP or overpowered right now, and what is meta or meta defining. So that's pretty much what you would see in the higher ranks being played compared to lower rank, because it's different metas depending on what rank you're playing in right now. In the A are all good picks that works really well, but they're not meta defining, and they're not super overpowered to the extent where most people think they're gonna get nerfed. B is playable, you can play the character, it is not super strong compared to the other heroes in A and S. C is subpar heroes that you can play it if you're really good at the character, but it's not advised to play those characters. And the D tier is just heroes that are very bad, and you should probably not pick them unless you're really good at that hero. House is a hero that a lot of people think is my main character, but after his most recent nerf 1.5 years ago, I kinda pretty much stopped playing him. Do you see him often in game though?
No.
In high ranks?
No.
No, I would say so as well. I would say in the current meta, there's a lot of flying in this meta. There's like Pharah, there's Echoes, there's also double barrier, so he wouldn't be the best pick for that.
Yeah, well, currently there's not double barrier for me, but
I see a lot of on streamers, like a lot of Orisa and Sigma, or Sigma and Wrecking Ball.
Yes, usually it's Sigma and Wrecking Ball currently. It was at the start.
And Hanzo wouldn't be a good pick versus Wrecking Ball either. Like, sure, he can burst down his barrier and stuff like that, but it's not any CC.
He would only be good versus shields.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put him on playable right now. He's playable, definitely.
Yeah.
But he's not a super good pick. Alright, Kratz, everyone's favorite hero that just shoots balls everywhere. Don't have to aim.
I just never see him, and it's just not good currently, in my opinion.
If you think about higher ranks, probably not. Like, it's gonna have a very hard time versus Echo, or Pharah, or Widowmaker, or any hero that just has a high ground.
Or any hero that can move.
I'm just gonna put him on subpar. Lucio. The thing is, I played a decent amount of support on my other account, which is Grandmaster, as support. And whenever I play like main healer, I play Anna, and the other healer plays Lucio. I feel like I have to heal way too much. We don't get a lot of value from it, unless you play like Reinhardt, Sombra, but you don't play it that often anymore.
Yeah. The only aspect I can see Lucio being meta is Brawl Comp.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna piss off a lot of Reddit Lucios here. I'm just gonna put him on subpar for now. Mccree. Okay, Mccree is pretty much my main now. He's what I've been playing the most out of all characters. And I would say he works really good in this meta. After his like rapid fire nerf, so he doesn't shoot as fast, but he reloads faster, he's not as good anymore, but he's still definitely really viable. So I would say he's either going in S pick or A.
I think, honestly, he's probably S. I think I was wrong because I put him in A, but after thinking about it, A is S because he counters everything in the current meta.
Yeah, the thing is, he has one of the strongest CCs, he has his stun, he also has mobility with a roll, and he's also hit scan, so he can deal with Pharah and Echoes, and he also does a decent amount of damage to break down barriers, and he also doesn't need a pocket, he doesn't need a Mercy to be viable either.
No.
So I'm just gonna put him on S for now. Alright, next up we have Mei. I don't see a lot of Mei played right now at all in any rank actually. I don't think I saw her a single time in our unranked GM.
See, I can't agree with that because I'm seeing Mei more and more often. She's used in Brawl, and she's also on herself a viable hero with her ult and her walling ability. Like it's definitely a playable hero. I think it's over subpar because you can have a Mei not in Brawl comp, and you can still win the game because you can freeze Ball, for example, who's S tier, and if you
that's very true, yeah.
And if you can deal with the S tier hero, then you're more than subpar, I'd say.
Her ultimate value is pretty decent, of course. You can deny an entire area. You also have a good amount of CC, you can put out your wall, you can slow people, but her damage output isn't as strong. I would say she's better in comps like the new GOATS comp before with like Reaper Mei, when there was a lot of Brawl comps, but now there's a lot of flankers and people shooting from far distances or just flying.
Remember, she can one-shot tracers though, and her right click has no damage fall off as well.
Yeah, but, it's very hard to one-shot the tracer with Mei.
Fair.
I'm just gonna put her on support for now.
Okay.
In this meta. Mercy, everyone's most favorite support hero. Mercy is the kind of hero, in my opinion, is only really good if she has someone she can pocket. Because think of it like this, if you have a brawl comp, for example, and it's a big brawl, people are fighting, people are dying, you're not going to have time to rest someone. All you're going to do is damage boost or heal someone. And your healing isn't doesn't have the same output as another hero. Like Moira can out-heal a Mercy very easily. Anna can out-heal a Mercy as well. Like what makes her optimal is pocketing someone. So she would be a really good pick if she's playing with the Echo, she's playing with an Ashe, she's playing with a Widowmaker. But if you don't have that DPS, she wouldn't be that good of a pick. So I'm gonna put her on playable.
See, I think she's A tier because of how she enables other people like Ashe.
Yeah.
Because she brings out the best in our heroes as Pharah as well, and she has the ability to res someone that's made a mistake. So you instead of waiting 20.
Some heroes almost needs a Mercy to be viable. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because you can turn heroes from an A tier to an S tier just by pocketing them. But that also means you're taking up 2 spots. Because when you're pocketing someone, your other team... I know in like top 100, you're not going to be like punished that much just for not having 2 like main support, something like that. But from what I've learned is in lower ranks, if one of the healers are not doing his job by healing, the team is going to die. That's the thing. So I know this tier list is supposed to be for higher ranked tiers, because meta is defined but like depending on what the highest players are playing. But I'm thinking a bit more over the spectrum that it's for all ranks right now. Yeah,
that's what I made the mistake of, just singularizing it to the high rank.
Yeah.
And I've got so many people saying, no, that's not right. And I'm like, okay.
Because the average player is around gold and platinum, maybe even lower than that. Alright, let's go with the Moira. Moira has a good healing output. She can also damage. She's also very no-brain with her damage orb. But I don't know how well she would be playing in this meta. She's not going to be able to heal a ball. She's not going to heal Pharahs or Echoes or Widowmakers or any kind of flank hero. She's better for broad comps. And you don't see a lot of broad comps in this meta right now. I'm just going to put her on some par right now compared to the other healers, that is. Alright, Orisa. You said that you don't see a lot of Orisas in higher ranked.
Yeah.
I still think she's a very good pick right now. She's definitely in the meta if people don't want to play ball. They would play Orisa instead if they play with a Sigma.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put her on A tier now. Alright, Pharah. Pharah is a good hero, I would say, if you can play her right. Most Pharahs, when they play, they pretty much just, I don't know, stand up in the air and just be a free hero to kill for hitscan players. But a good Pharah would flank around, do surprise attacks, and they just be very annoying, like shoot around corners and stuff like that. Killing a Pharah as a Widowmaker can be very hard if the Pharah is good, because she's going to take close quarter fights instead of being like long distance.
If you come in a corner with your concussion blast and you're flying towards them with a shift, it's near impossible to hit. And
exactly.
And she can two-shot you. So, and it's quick fire rate. I don't think people realize how much she's a problem right now.
I'm just going to put her on A tier for now.
See, I think she's more of a B tier if you're generalizing.
The thing is, I think she's a good hero, but she has a high skill cap in like all the metas and play versus all kind of like different play comps. So if you're really good at her, but the thing is, if you're really good at her, that means you could play Junkrat as well. So yeah, I guess you have a point.
Yeah.
Alright, Reaper. I would say it's playable, but it's not playable versus a lot of comp. You're not going to be able to play it versus different flying comps like Echo Pharah. You're not going to play it versus double barrier. You're only going to play it in broad comps pretty much. So I'm going to say it's subpar. It is playable, but it's only playable if you have the right team comp and you're versus the right team. Alright, Anna. I would say Anna is a really good healer.
Once again, Anna's kind of utilized with other heroes as well because of her nade.
She also has a very good burst healing. That's the thing with her nade.
Yeah.
She can also help out with damage. She can take down Pharaohs and Echoes if she wants to. She can also nano boost people to increase the damage output to even team wipe someone, like Anna and Genji or Anna and Nanovice and stuff like that. Yeah, I would put on B tier. She's playable with pretty much every comp, but she's not something that would be super broken unless she has like a Genji, for example.
Yeah.
Reinhardt. Reinhardt is pretty much only playable in broad comp right now.
Yep. Well,
okay, if you compare him to the other tank, Wrecking Ball is pretty much immortal. He's also going to disrupt the enemy team so much. And Sigma can put out his barrier anywhere to protect your supports or protect your snipers. Reinhardt is good versus broad comps when everyone is on the ground and everyone's just going to shoot straight at your team. But if you don't have a comp that's standing behind you and you don't have an enemy comp that you're going to fight close distance, then he's not viable in my opinion. I should add something else here, but I'm just going to put on playable for now.
Yeah.
Alright, Hog. Hog is annoying as fuck. Hate Hog. Hog's hook is broken. He has a self-heal, he has decent damage output, he can definitely kill... I think he should be able to win versus any tank in a 1v1. So he has a damage output, he's pretty much a DPS with a lot of health. But he also feeds a lot of ult charge, and he's not really helping out his team because most Hogs, they just flank around and just try to get hooks.
He's got a lot of disrupting with a flank ability. So if he flanks...
I guess he can also shut down a Wrecking Ball. With a hook for Wrecking Ball, the team focuses. Can make an S tier and A tier instead.
And he can also hook Echo if he's very good, or Mercy, or really any support. He's definitely possible, he's just not the best.
Yeah. Sigma. Sigma is definitely a meta defining here right now. The entire like meta has been defined by Sigma and Wrecking Ball. And it's because of his ultimate, his barrier he can put out. He also has a shield he gets from eating people's bullets, so it's really good versus hit scans.
High damage output with his...
High damage output, yeah, that's true.
And his stun ability on easy, where you can stop enemy fluxes as well.
He's also main tech that can challenge snipers as well.
Yep. Mainly, Sigma's played actually quite flanky.
I'm gonna put him S tier.
Yes.
Alright, Soldier. What I feel is, from what I've seen in lower ranks, he's not a really good hero in lower ranks because people can't control the recoil. If it's a high rank player playing Soldier, it's gonna be like a laser hitting every single bullet when you're spraying. But he also doesn't have any CC. His ultimate is okay, but it's very easy to just line of sight him. I will put him on playable. Alright, Sombra. You said Sombra is really good. I never see Sombras, but I don't play in that rank, so...
Sombra is mainly used to counter the ball.
But I can't define a character to be really good just because they counters another character.
And the EMP.
She would have to be, she would have to be good versus other characters as well. EMP is a really good ultimate, of course. Playing like a Sombra in high rank is pretty much just flanking, getting up your ultimate, then you win a team fight with your EMP. Sometimes the fights are so quick, if your team is just getting rolled, that you're not gonna have time to build your EMP for every fight. I'm gonna put her on it playable.
Yeah.
Symmetra.
S tier.
I would put her on probably playable, but she's not really the best hero.
I mean, I wouldn't even put her playable. I'd put her bad, if not subpar.
It depends a bit on the comp as well. She's not a character that you have to have a comp that plays around her, because she's strong in a good amount of comps. She's more of a hero that doesn't need a team to back her up, but you only pick her versus specific enemy teams, compared to other heroes which you need a good team with your character as well.
Fair, okay.
For Reaper, for example, he needs a good broad comp to be playable, compared to Symmetra, who don't have to be defined by her team, but just the enemy team. Alright, Torb. Torb is a pretty good hero, I would say.
Yep.
He has a lot of survivability with his armor packs. He also has a turret, so he doesn't even have to do DPS. It's very hard to push in versus that. It's good versus a lot of flank heroes. Also good versus Sigma, because Sigma, if you're playing Sigma Ball, the only one who can really destroy the turret if it's far back is the DPS characters, and he might even have to waste his shield just to shield the turrets. And before you go in, you can't really focus the turret, you have to focus the people in the choke point as well. So his turret is very annoying to deal with most of the time. His ultimate is also a good area denial, which can get a lot of kills or just completely disrupt the team fight. I would take her on 8 here. Tracer. Tracer has a very high skill cap. I wouldn't say she is a meta-defining hero, but she's definitely a hero that's good versus pretty much every hero if you know how to play her right.
That's the thing. That's why I say she's meta-defining. She's never not been a pick where if you pick Tracer, someone would say swap Tracer. If you like, she's always been playable no matter what season you played in.
She has the most mobility out of all DPS characters, so she always works versus any character no matter the meta. I'm gonna put her in S tier.
Yeah.
Widowmaker. Okay, here's gonna be a lot of controversy because of Widowmaker. A lot of people probably not gonna accept what I pick here. I don't think she's that good of a hero as people make her out to be. And that is not my opinion as a Widowmaker player. That is just in general from what I've seen in her pick rate in higher ranks. She's a very situational hero. She doesn't work versus all team comps. She's bad versus double barrier. She's bad versus dive comp. She can be very easily countered. Even though the best Widowmaker counter is a Widowmaker, she can still be countered by a good Genji, an Echo, a Pharah, or Tracer.
Ball.
Yeah, but she's not OP. A lot of people just call her OP because the previous meta, she was very strong. She had a lot of space. Yeah. She could just freely shoot anywhere, and she had a good amount of mobility as well, but she's getting pretty nerf right now. And in this meta, if you play versus good Wrecking Ball, you're not gonna have a fun time as a Widowmaker.
No, you're not.
And if you play versus a good Sigma, you're not gonna have a fun time as a Widowmaker.
Yeah, because he can either shield off your shots, or I was talking to a Wrecking Ball player, because of the 175 HP nerf, Ball can basically just one-shot a Widowmaker through Zenyatta Orb as well.
Same with Ashe, you can one-shot her from long distances now as well.
The higher you get, the more punishable you become.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
You could be in the best position in the world, but because Wrecking Ball is meta, it doesn't matter. Because he can just single you out and it's game over.
The thing is also, the people that call Widowmaker broken are the people that doesn't play her and don't know how to play her. They're usually people that die to her because they're playing a character which she can be very good versus. I'm just gonna put her on playable.
In the current meta, I'd put her subpar, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like as I would.
If it was the previous meta, I could put her on S tier definitely. Yeah. I mean, but in this meta, I would not think so at all.
I'm just not finding space to play her in any of my games currently.
I mean, that's why, personally, I've become a Mccree main now instead of Widowmaker. Alright, Winston. I do see a decent amount of Winston, but Winston gets pretty easily countered in this meta right now. He dies instantly whenever he jumps in, unless he has someone with him, but it's very hard to coordinate dives in any rank as well.
You've got Sigma Rock, you've got Tracer Burst, Echo Burst.
any hit scan that just headshots him while he's flying. You can have a Mccree that stuns him while he's jumping and so on, and he's gonna die instantly. He gets countered very easily by pretty much anyone right now. He's also very necessary on certain maps, like Gibraltar.
Gibraltar,
for example. Yeah, Gibraltar. First point Gibraltar.
Yeah.
I would say that it's a very divey map.
I'd say it can be played. Like, it definitely can be played, but it's also easily punished as well. But yeah, I definitely agree with you on the Gibraltar as well. I'm
gonna put it on playable. He's definitely playable, but he's not meta defining, and he's not a very OP pick. He gets easily countered, and he needs a good team. But so does Reinhardt as well, and they're both on there. So
yeah.
Alright, Ashe. I would say Ashe is a really, really good hero right now, but she also needs Mercy to really bring out her damage.
But she can still be played on her own.
Definitely, yeah, of course. When I play Ashe, I never have a pocket. Feels bad.
So like, if she always had a pocket, she'd be S tier, because it's like you can counter any aerial character currently with Ashe.
Yeah.
Because you can just like left click and scope shot instantly, and that can be a one shot with damage boost if you headshot. So.
Especially obviously she got a buff not that long ago, where she when she zooms out, she can shoot faster.
And 15 bullets.
I would say either S or 8, yeah, because she can also one-shot a Tracer without a damage boost. She can easily destroy Taupe's turret. She can boop away a Wrecking Ball whenever the pile drives.
Dynamite.
She can, she can win versus a Mccree in a mid to long distance fight. She can destroy Sigma's barrier very easily, or just put a burn on him whenever he's put down his like eating bullets thing. Like, she wins most fights versus any of the meta heroes right now.
I'd say she's punishable though. She's definitely punishable.
What would you say she's punishable versus though?
Widowmaker, dive, any sort of dive.
That's the thing though. It's very hard to kill a Ashe that's getting pocketed as Widowmaker on most maps, because not all maps is very like big. Widowmaker has enough space to deal with her.
The biggest combination for currently that I see to destroy Ashe is a Zenyatta Discord Orb and a Tracer. Or a ball.
But ball isn't that good versus Ashe in my opinion. Whenever I face a ball as Ashe, I just boop him away, explosive on him, and then he most of the time just run away, because else is gonna get burst down by the team.
Fair.
Alright, Wrecking Ball, I'm just gonna put him here.
Yeah, okay, right, go next, there we go, right.
He has way too much survivability. He can also deny people's ult charge, which is barrier thing. So he can just go in, deal 3 damage, just pretty much disrupt the entire enemy team, and they don't even get ult charge from it, and he doesn't die.
And they can solo support it. And if there's 6 people, he has 600 shield, so he has 1,200 health.
Yeah, so he's just too strong right now, in my opinion. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I don't need to say more. Alright, Sombra. Sombra pretty much lands in the same spot as Reinhardt, in my opinion.
Yeah.
She works with different comps, sure. And I remember the Hog Sombra comp that was like meta before.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna put a B. Playable.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, Zenyatta. I know a lot of people think Zenyatta is S tier. I know you probably think so as well.
Yeah.
The thing I've seen when I play support is that either he doesn't have enough healing output for me as the main healer to keep my team alive, and this is like low GM rank, so people are brain dead and just think I'm gonna heal everyone up to full instantly. But he also has a really good damage output. He can challenge a lot of DPS players in the 1v1. He also helps out his team with his the Discord Orb. He also has a Discord Orb, which can help your team do damage and break down, I don't know, Reinhardt's barrier. I don't know. Does that still work?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Also good to put on an Echo or Pharah or snipers to easily kill them. And he also has a heal, so he can heal all his flankers. He can heal Wrecking Ball, he can heal Tracer whenever they go on a flank without having to be close to them. The thing is, I feel, maybe that's just me, but I feel that Zenyatta's hitbox is probably the easiest support hitbox to hit as a hitscan player.
I can't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
You don't agree? Okay, maybe it's just me.
Like, I feel Anna's the easiest.
Really?
Yeah.
I think she's one of the hardest. She bends forward like a grandma and just like, I don't know.
It must be practice. It must be practice then.
Yeah, maybe. Well, okay, if you have a different opinion on that, I'm gonna put him S tier. If you agree with that, I would put him on A tier. Because whenever I face a Zenyatta, I have a very easy time killing them as a hitscan player. Baptiste. He has Mortality Field, which I find the most annoying ability in the game. He has very good AoE heals. His main heal is an AoE heal, like he left click. And he has a shift ability that's also an AoE heal.
Big plasma screen TV, 65-inch plasma screen TV.
Yeah, okay. So the plasma TV is buff now.
Yeah.
So that is also very good. I'm just gonna put him A tier.
It was like a small television. It was like a nice 32-inch television, and now it's a 65-inch television.
Bastion. Yeah.
Bad. No, not bad.
The thing is, okay, yeah, actually, I can agree with that, because he's the hero that pretty much only works with Pyre Chip right now. What I know is in lower ranks, if someone plays Bastion on, let's say, Numbani first point, and you're standing up there, Low ranks are gonna have a very hard time dealing with him because they don't know how to counter him. But when you get to a certain point in your skill level, in how high rank you are, you're gonna find so many different ways to be able to deal with him.
Coordination is what
coordination. Like, you don't even need coordination sometimes. You can play Tracer and just pull spawn behind. You can charge your ultimate really quickly by just flanking and then just pulls him instead.
He's alright in pirate ship, but the thing what people don't understand about pirate ship is if you play Mei, you can just wall him up in the air, like then, off the cart, and just kill him.
And the problem is though, whenever I played Mei versus a pirate ship comp like that, we've always lost anyway because people don't attack him when I Mei hero. Alright, Brig. I'm just gonna put her on 8 here.
Yeah.
She's pretty much the most annoying support hero right now, except Bab's immortality field.
High skill. It takes a lot of skill to swing.
Yeah. Like, beat any DPS character in a close range fight, even though she's support. She has a stun, which is good versus Wrecking Ball. She can also cancel people's ultimate. She can boo people away. So she pretty much completely negates Tracer and Wrecking Ball right now. She has a very good burst heal, so she has pretty much everything. Diva isn't really mad at all right now. I barely see her played, and if I see her played, she gets out of mech instantly.
Yeah.
Her only good ability would be her Matrix. She has, okay, sure, she has good burst damage. If you're playing Widowmaker and she just uses rockets on you, you're pretty much dead. Sure. But that's also a positioning mistake as Widowmaker, that you don't have your grappler up to round away if she's diving you.
Yeah.
Which you should always have available if you're playing versus dive comp.
I think she's subpar, and especially because
I was gonna say
because of Echo as well. Echo can like right click her, half HP her, then laser beam her down like so quickly.
Yeah. Alright, Doomfist is gonna go S tier here.
Alright, Chipsa. Okay, Chipsa.
Yeah, he's just tempted. I'm just gonna put Widowmaker on the D tier. he's just too good. Like, you can't counter him. Every time you play with his Doomfist, you just lost the match. It's just instantly. Okay, nah, but he's not really good in this meta. He can't really counter any of these heroes. If he dives on a Mccree can stun him. Symmetra is not gonna die if he dives him. He has his eating bullets thing. Tracy is not gonna hit, and he's very lucky or very, very skilled. Ash can coach gun away. Wrecking Ball, he's not gonna even fight. Sure, he can fight versus a Zenyatta and probably kill him in a good dive if he does a rollout. But having to do a rollout in every fight to deal with the Zenyatta wouldn't be worth it either. So he's not good versus any of these meta characters.
No, I think he's playable.
Yeah, I think he's playable, yeah.
Because you have that one-shot capability with your right-click.
That's the thing, yeah. Especially in lower ranks. Like, I picked up Doomfist. Okay, I never played Doomfist before. I picked him up, and I got like 4Ks almost every single fight just by right-clicking randomly, just spamming my abilities. He has a high skill cap, but he also has a low skill cap when it comes to being able to play him. Echo PS tier.
Yeah.
Echo, his ultimate is very good. You can pretty much steal anyone's ultimate. You can also negate damage when you're ulting. If you're inside of ult, you ult someone and you take damage from it. You have a lot of mobility. You have a lot of burst damage. You're pretty much good versus any hero. Well, she's pretty much a mid to close distance hero, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to say she's bad versus hit scans, so you need to...
She's not, though.
Yeah, she's not.
She's pretty much, she comes into the same thing as Pharah, except she's better in close range and she has a better ultimate. Because versus a hit scan, if you're playing Echo, you're not going to be like up in the air flying around. You're going to flank and then just going to jump on someone and just use your combo on them and pretty much one-shot anything. I watched some streams before when people were playing Echo on Gibraltar. And what the player did was he flew up in the air, used his abilities and just walked down under the tunnel in Gibraltar again. And just kept doing that. So he wouldn't die any time and he could just get free picks. Alright, Genji. Genji is a hero which is pretty much only good with an Ana unless you're playing versus the right comp.
Yeah.
That's the problem with him. So I would say he's playable.
Yep.
But he's not a very good pick because you need Ana for most team comps. Because he has a carry potential, which Doomfist also has. Like, they have the carry potential. But Junkrat and Reaper, they don't really have the same carry potential. Same with Mei. Alright, what do you think of his tier list? How different is it from yours?
A wee bit different.
Mercy might be an A tier. It's like,
yeah,
go between here, that's the thing. Alright, that's gonna be it for my hero tier list. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Running, gunning, acting wild, coming with a pack of style, lights, camera, action, wow. Dragon straight, ripping to your type, Honda, we get it hype, been low, got the arrow in sight, it's that real Kenzo, payload, we playing tight, no we running, get it right, come on.